winter months, when cooler weather hits San Diego, residents may not see as many pests, but oftentimes those nasty critters are hunkering down, seeking shelter inside your home. And joining us to share the necessary steps to pest-proof and defend your home is Fran Bautista, president of Corky's Pest Control. Welcome.
Thank you.
Fran, we mentioned those unwanted invaders. What pests are most prevalent this time of year?
Right now, rodents tend to take the lead, but with all the traveling that we do for the holidays, we're getting a lot more calls for bed bugs. You're either bringing it to somebody for the holidays or you're taking them with them. It tends to be that and a little bit of the roaches, unfortunately so.
And they can be more than just a nuisance. Some of these pests can cause property damage and pose health and safety risks. Why should residents take them so seriously?
Well, we've had calls from the wiring on dishwashers. We've had refrigerators that were no longer working, all the way to severe vehicle damage, up to six to $10,000 in repairs that were caused by the rodents.
And Corky's Pest Control has been providing exceptional pest control service in San Diego since 1967. What makes Corky's stand out from other pest control companies?
I want to say innovation. We're always cutting edge on using the best product technology. We have sensors that we place in the attic, sometimes in the garage sub area, that detects and monitors rodent activity and allows us to be very proactive in taking care of the problem to make sure that the tolerance level that the customer has put in place is met. In addition to the right rodenticides fitting the area and some traps to make sure we have a full scope control.
And nuisance pests like rodents can be difficult to keep out of structures. In fact, they can squeeze through spaces as small as a quarter, and they can be particularly destructive. What is involved in rodent control?
Rodent control is identifying in your home all those areas that could create easy access to the rodents. We want to make sure that we have a plan in place to use the best material to seal them out and making sure that it's a continued effort. When plants grow, you got to make sure that it's just not a one and done. You don't just seal today and forget forever. You have to continuously inspect and monitor and make sure that your home is always ahead of the game as ensuring that you don't have those entry points.
And you don't just address the current problem, you also address the conditions to prevent future infestations. Talk to us about rodent exclusion.
Based on the call volume and everywhere our technician service for rats, we all have rats. It's just a matter of how many rats and how proactive we're going to be to reduce the number of rats that are kind of patrolling our homes and trying to get in. It's important to make sure that we do a thorough walkthrough of the property and find out where are they entering from. There's also other things to kind of keep an eye on. Is like trash can bins, how close you keep them to the structure. Are they properly secured? Do you have a lid? All of these areas are very important to kind of keep an eye on. If you don't do these things, those areas on that side of the home are even more exposed to having rodents try to get into your home. So as we walk through, we make sure to bring those things to your attention. Overgrown landscape, making sure you keep up with that. Also is areas that we look at the structure of the home and see how exposed you are.
Call today for a fast, convenient inspection by one of Corky's licensed professionals. Fran?
Call 1-800-901-1102. Clarkies.
And we thank you so much for joining us on San Diego Living. We'll see you next time.